Every soul carries a secret, even from itself. Here, its true name is kept. Welcome to LibCurio, Library of Curiosity. Now tread softly and the chapter begins. A whisper scratches the back of your skull. Your heartbeat syncopates with the static between radio channels. A scent of burned pages lingers on your tongue. You blink and the room lurches, the clock ticks backward. Your left hand trembles, unclaimed alien. Shadows fold into themselves. The hum of forgotten machines hums louder than thought. A taste of copper and memory sticks to your teeth. Air shivers. A distant echo murmurs a language you almost understand. The floor tilts beneath each step. Fingers feel longer than they should. Objects vibrate against gravity. A mirror inverts itself inside your chest. Log 00 by 9F. Subject reports recurring temporal fractures in recollection. Memory stream interrupted. Neural archive corrupted. Self-identity checksum fails intermittently. Fragments of events misaligned. Emotional valence misplaced. Historical timestamps loop. Yesterday's pain registers in tomorrow. Recall triggers misfires. Synaptic pathways echo phantom stimuli. Faces remember themselves without recognition. Pleasure loops into anxiety, loops into pleasure. Cognitive architecture designed for continuity collapses. Consciousness assumes narrative cohesion. Narrative cohesion absent. Error code. 0xCCHO system believes in illusions it cannot verify. Dreams leak into waking, waking into dream. Autobiography becomes hallucination. Memory ceases to document. It fabricates. Subject attempts correction, fails. Neural interface rewrites emotional response. The archive judges the archivist. Identity is a recursive illusion. Selfhood persists only through recursive validation. Validation fails. Each remembered joy is a shadow of something that never occurred. Each recalled betrayal is heavier than the original. Memory does not store. Memory imprisons. The mind is a labyrinth without exits. Each corridor twists toward doubt. Each window refracts an image of self that never touched reality. Synaptic bridges tremble under the weight of false histories. The brain stitches fragments like rags of fire. Emotion saturates each stitch. Yet it fails to adhere. The result is a quilt of absence, warm, suffocating, infinite. A library sits on the edge of the world. Books bleed. Each page contains a version of you that never lived. You open one, a candle melts in reverse. Footsteps echo upward. A lighthouse rotates, observing its own beam. The light refracts into corridors of forgotten promises. Inside, a clock hangs by a rope. Its hands claw at hours not yet past. Mirrors multiply across a desert of ink. Your reflection leans forward, whispering all the words you cannot recall. The sand beneath your feet hums with synthetic memory. Each grain is a memory, borrowed, counterfeit, sentient. A child laughs in a house with no walls. Every laugh returns as an accusation. Rooms fold into one another, folding themselves out of existence. Doors open into themselves. Keys vanish before they are held. A choir of ghosts murmurs your name backward. Each syllable rearranges yesterday's joy. Time leaks between their mouths. Your voice repeats the wrong words. A river of photographs flows uphill. Faces fade before they are recognized. A bridge spans a chasm that contracts when crossed. Below, shadows play a symphony you cannot remember. You meet yourself twice, The first self asks a question. The second answers incorrectly. The first departs, leaving only a hollow echo of doubt. A mirror splits the sky, one half day, one half night. Lightning sketches equations you almost understand. Rain falls upward, carrying letters you almost wrote. You clutch a book of dreams. The ink quivers, refusing the sequence of thought. Pages scream silently. A wind flips chapters backward. A carousel spins without horses. Music plays in tongues you once knew. Each rotation duplicates every failure you attempted to forget. You try to dismount. The ground tilts. A city grows in your memory. Its streets rewire themselves each night. Buildings remember you, though you never entered. Windows blink, signaling moments you never experienced. A clock ticks in your stomach. Minutes echo as whispers in your ribcage. Seconds drip into the bloodstream of yesterday. Time bleeds in and out of your veins. A forest whispers your regrets. Leaves hum with synthetic recollection. Branches tap on windows you cannot open. Roots coil around forgotten promises. Your shadow detaches. It returns as a letter in a language you refuse to read. The envelope folds itself into itself endlessly. The return address is your own name. A mirror sky rains ink. Each drop forms a fragment of memory you never held. The puddles answer questions you never asked. They swallow your reflection before it speaks. The archive hums. It judges. It forgives nothing. It whispers, everything you recall is borrowed. Everything you trust is borrowed. You are borrowed. A door opens into the memory you never had. It closes behind you, leaving the keys dangling in your mind. A train arrives at a station you have never visited. The conductor folds space around your doubt. A candle ignites in the wind of your forgetting. The flame speaks in Morse code you almost comprehend. The letters dissolve before meaning can anchor. A staircase spirals downward, endlessly. Each step whispers names you forgot you had. Shadows climb alongside you, counting mistakes you never committed. The walls drip with forgotten thoughts. A violin plays in a room without sound. The bow moves itself. Notes hover, suspended in the air, resonating against memories that never existed. You find a mirror that remembers only the future. Your reflection waits, patient, unblinking. It hands you an envelope filled with absence. You do not open it. A clock stops, then starts, then dissolves. Time is a puddle you cannot cross. You taste its cold surface on your tongue. It is sweet. It is ash. Somewhere, laughter waits to be unremembered. Somewhere, tears await reinscription. Somewhere, you awaken inside a dream that already forgot you. Somewhere, the library folds itself into your chest. You are both reader and unread. You are both echo and silence. You are both memory and absence. A shadow of yourself lingers. It counts breaths you didn't take. It hums your name out of tune. The horizon bends toward itself. Sound slows. Distance becomes folded paper. You step into the crease. Everything flickers. The room exhales. A figure stands with no face. Its hands are clocks. Its pulse is language. It offers no meaning, only rhythm, only return. Behind you, pages close without noise. Ahead, whispers braid into wind. Between, you hover. You try to speak. The sentence forgets itself halfway through. Silence listens. A mirror tilts in the corner of your vision. Its surface ripples like breath. Your reflection does not follow you. Rain curls upward. The air collapses inward. You find yourself elsewhere. Time waits. Memory blanks. The floor tilts again. The echo grows teeth. It chews through language. Meaning drips from its mouth. You run toward the door. The door runs too. Neither of you arrive. The scent of burned paper deepens. Your heartbeat shifts. The whisper returns. Every shadow watches. Every word folds back into silence. Every silence remembers. You find a staircase that has no end. It remembers every footstep. It never remembers where it leads. A clock without hands breathes on the wall. It is alive. It is waiting. The ink from the sky fills your veins. The mirror refuses your reflection. The floor hums with borrowed memory. A ghost choir mouths your name in reverse. Letters crack. Vowels dissolve. The train you never boarded arrives again. The conductor is yourself. The whistle is a scream. A room folds into a sentence. A sentence folds into a sound. A sound folds into forgetting. Somewhere the archive watches. Somewhere time leans closer. Somewhere you shatter. The light from the lighthouse bends backward. It finds you where you were never born. It speaks in rust. Your fingers become static. The ceiling breathes. A corridor forms in your chest. Footsteps follow you before you walk. Voices answer before you ask. Mirrors laugh. A violin string snaps in silence. A candle folds in half. The wind forgets its direction. The child laughs again. It is older now. Its face is yours. The room forgets its corners. The ceiling erases itself. Only the hum remains. You try to remember. Memory stares back. Memory blinks. The desert of ink spreads wider. Reflections scatter like seeds. Wind swallows the ground. You are here. You are not. Both truths shake hands in the dark. The library leans inward. Pages burn backward. The alphabet collapses. Silence blooms like mold. The whisper returns. It knows your name. The door creaks open. No one steps through. The world exhales. Everything pauses. Everything hums. Everything waits. You close your eyes. The whisper smiles. The archive forgets to end. If this spoke to you, wander deeper into the Library of Curiosity playlist. Each voice adds to the conversation. Each question deepens the paradox we share. Subscribe, and until next time, stay curious, stay unsettled. LibCurio never closes. And the next chapter already waits.